Yo, okay, we are in Dubai right now, and it's been a while since my last video, but I really wanted to sit here and kind of reflect on a lot of what's been going on in the last couple of weeks, and also the mastermind that I'm attending here with Cameron England, which, by the way, absolute G. So, a lot of the things I've learned recently are to do with complacency, and so that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video. How do you not stay complacent? Or how do you make yourself uncomfortable, I mean, like all the time, right? Because growth is uncomfortable, therefore if you're comfortable, you're just not growing or not growing enough, right? Because you can find a comfort in being uncomfortable, but then if you do, you're not pushing hard enough. You should always be pushing to, increase your limits, reasonable. If you don't need to, you don't need to, right? And that's always been a challenge for me. I've always been bouncing up and down, I'll have like 2 months, like really push, and then, 3 to 4 months where I'm just coasting and, taking clients as they come, from referrals, whatever. Not really, launching acquisition or whatnot. And I've realized that a lot of my personal happiness was linked to those periods of growth. Like I would always look at, back in my past, look at those periods of growth and be like, oh man, that was such a nice time. And I sort of like created this, perception that I had to be happy to grow. Like I had to wait until I was happy before, I started really cranking things up and, putting more effort and whatnot. I realized for me, I was putting like the chicken before the egg or whatever order. What I really needed to do was to force the growth, which would then make me happier. So just kind of like reversing the order, right? It's like saying, hey, I'm gonna force myself to smile to then, be happy, right? Generate like the happy hormones or whatever. I don't know how that works, but and it's actually working. Like it's working really well, except that happened while I was on a business trip in Detroit, visiting a friend, and as soon as I came back to Montreal, I was like, this is like great, right? I have like all this energy, but I feel like it's like a cup with a hole at the bottom, like it's just slowly like leaving. And even just after maybe 7-8 days, like I just didn't have that like push energy anymore. I just lost it. And then I got in Dubai, and within 2-3 hours of being here, I was like, yo, I gotta be working. Now mind you, I've been awake for like 20 hours, so I was not working. I did not work because I knew I needed a rest. But even today, like I felt compelled to make this YouTube video because I just want to push, build a personal brand, bring value to people. And that just taught me that I needed to be around like-minded people. In fact, I knew that before I came here. I bought tickets to go to Texas, actually, because I have some friends over there. I want to go try it out, maybe for a week or two, see how it goes. And if it's nice there, I might go there longer. We'll see. Gotta make sure I can go there legally, obviously. I'm Canadian, so there's that. But, bro, I'm filming a YouTube video, bro. Chill. You're not getting any bitches. Okay.
At Davis Havens on Instagram. Let's go.
I'm cutting that out, or maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, so that's been like the biggest thing for me. And I mean, if you're anything like that and you've had, a lot of ups and downs, or you go up, you make a bunch of money, you get complacent, you need to surround yourself with people that are like you, that have the same velocity as you. Because you can meet some people that are way ahead of you, but they're comfortable. So being around people who want to stay comfortable is not going to help you. You need to be around people who want to be uncomfortable, who want to continue pushing, growing, doing all those activities. Those are the people you want to be around. And the second thing is stop making money your goal. Like money doesn't exist. Like it's like people say that, you don't really get it until you make a lot of money, but once you do, you understand like it doesn't really matter. Like money is just money. It's a byproduct of what you do. You need to make your goal to grow. Now more about the actual mastermind here in Dubai. Number one, temperature is awesome. Like this is a great place. First day, which has just happened, we mainly just started the Q&A, talking about mindset, all that cool stuff. And then the last talk was about Claudebot, AI, right? Now, if you don't know about Claudebot, you basically can do pretty much anything. Like you can think about anything you want to do, and it's basically just capped by your creativity, is what Cameron was saying at least. And like he demonstrated, like you can make the AI autonomous. Like right now, how you have to like, prompt ChatGPT or whatever. Well, Claudebot, you basically just tell it, oh yeah, cool, by the way, whenever we get a notification in this channel, just like monitor it and do this other task. Like a cool thing Cameron did, okay? He took 2 AIs, which were created by another AI, by the way. He put them both in a channel and you said, get these 2 AIs to compete on making money and figure it out, right? And they just wrote cold email stuff. They looked on Twitter, they found winning email scripts, they started just doing cold email for Cameron. Like on their own, like nobody told them do this or do that. Like they just said, figure out a way to make money, do it, figure it out. The AI just did it. You know how much you have to pay to get that kind of a level of talent in your company? So now I'm just thinking, how can I implement this for us, right? How can we grow as a company and individual? And honestly, it's a little scary because when you think about it, like this is gonna replace humans, and I'm probably gonna be replacing team members very soon with AI. And either just like, you know, letting go of those employees or finding something else for them to be doing that the AI can't do right now. And we have just this very, very short time window during which this is possible. Because in like maybe a year from now, when everybody's doing this or some equivalent of Claudebot or something better, then it's just gonna be normal, right? Like if you don't do this, you basically lose. Like you have to do this to make money. So either like prices are gonna go down because people are gonna like start underbidding each other, and you know each agency is gonna start charging less and less and less because they can afford to do so because their cost to fulfill is gonna be like in half, right? And then they just sign up more volume. Or what I think is most likely to happen is they keep the same price to increase their profit margins, and then as competition catches up, right? Because it's always, you know, like supply and demand, right? Like there's no get rich quick scheme. It's always supply and demand. So as it becomes more supply because the barrier to entry is lower, well then the price to acquire a customer, it becomes way more. And because of that, the margins on the lifetime value of a client is gonna go down too. So it's gonna just kind of equalize, right? Now, is it gonna be better than before or worse than before? There's really only time that'll tell. I think personally that the agency model as we know it today is just not gonna exist in maybe a year or two from now. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.